Now Kendrick, I know you had one of the best albums of all time, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, but I had to say, Playboi Carti got one of the best albums of all time. Usually, I rarely ever change my opinion on things, whether it be food, movies, or music. Especially music. For example, I hate the album Yeezus Today, as when I first listened to it, and I loved To Pimp a Butterfly Today, as when I first heard it. I thought the same thing at first when I listened to Playboi Carti's self-titled album and Dielit, following the hype of his massive hit single, Magnolia. I thought I was in for a treat, and I felt like my ears were being violated. I gave it some months and decided to re-listen to Playboi Carti's albums with an open mind, when I started to enjoy Shooter with Lil Uzi Vert after a while. On this second time around, I was very surprised at how much I enjoyed the songs and albums from Playboi Carti. The only thing that would stop me from saying he has great albums is that they're a bit too long for me, and they keep getting longer with each album cycle. From the self-titled clocking in at a reasonable 47 minutes to A Whole Lotta Red, which is a little over an hour. That being said, some of the new songs that came from each of these albums are amazing. Everything from New Chopper featuring A$AP Rocky, R.I.P. and Control. Playboi Carti's lyrics are nothing to be amazed at, with songs like Stop Breathing, in which he repeats, "I took off my shirt and the hoe stopped breathing," multiple times, and if you think I'm lying, go listen to the song for yourself. However, I can make an exception with the variety of sounds he plays on each album and song. First, I used to think his fans were a bunch of freaky nut jobs, and I still think they're a bunch of nut jobs to this day. But I understand why they try to leak any track or song he's on. An example of this is his feature on the unreleased song PC Pamper by Young Nudie, which you can find on YouTube. A good amount of him on the song is mumbling lyrics in a babyish tone, but for some reason it works out so freaking well. I don't know many other artists who could get away with something like that, just ever. I always appreciate Playboi Carti's willingness to take on new sounds, even when it comes at the expense of his lyrics, which, funny enough, back in high school, that's what I was all about when it came to music, so I didn't end up listening to most mumble rap back then because of it. So if you told me back then that I'd like Playboi Carti's music, even to the point of making a video like this, I'd tell you that you're out of your mind. And to that point I say, I took my shirt off and the hoe stopped breathing. I took my shirt off and the hoe stopped breathing.